Long time no see. Like, very long time no see. How is everyone? What was the last live I did? I feel like the last live I did was a while ago. Probably with Maddie. Can you guys hear me okay? I think feel like I have to I have to relearn how technology works. I haven't done this in so long. I've been watching other streamers and how they do it, and they just like do everything with such ease, and then there's me, and I'm just like, I just moved my whole camera off screen. Whoopsies. Where is the chat box? Let me make you guys bigger so I can actually see what you're saying. There we go. Now you're nice and big. How's everyone been? Any exciting news happening lately? Like maybe some cough cough concerts or something? So just try to remember these 3 PTD concerts. They're all live, right? Happening at the Olympic Stadium in Seoul. And one of the days is going to be live streamed in theaters, and one of the days is going to be live streamed online. Or I've already forgotten. Like, I know that I'm going to the movie theater at some point. That's pretty much all I got out of this, because I'm not going to Korea. Apparently, as far as I was told recently, Korea has both, like, if you visit, you have to be quarantined for 10 days in a hotel. So basically, you're in COVID prison for 10 days. And then also, there's curfew, apparently, at 9 p.m. So, like, everybody has to be inside by 9 p.m. Wait, but how's that going to work with the concert? What time is the concert happening? Let me look this up. Sorry, I derailed myself from everything that I was going to talk about with you guys. Because I just realized that I can't remember the answer to this question. Excited to go to the movies? Is everyone okay to go to the movies now, or are some of you guys still in countries where shit's hitting the fan? Where is the schedule? I should have bookmarked this. I'm scrolling through Twitter. You're scrolling through Twitter. Where are you? Okay, I'm never gonna find it. So I'm gonna trust what you guys say. 12 is in the theater and the other 2 are online, I think. So they're giving us access to all 3 of them, right? That's awesome. Do you think they will have anything new in them? Because I was talking about this with my husband. And we think, I mean, it's the PTD concert, so it's gonna be like roughly the same thing. But they may have like a new medley in there, or like you know that part in the encore where they would switch out songs? We were thinking that maybe they'll switch those out, but we can't really think of much else of what they'll do. I don't know, what do you guys think? I forget there's a freaking delay between when I talk and when you guys hear me. This makes it very awkward to have a conversation. Yeah, you think they'll switch it up? Wishing for less clothes? I mean, what's the temperature in Seoul in March typically? Because I feel like LA was like, what, in the 60s? Like when we were there for the concert. So it's like, and SoFi was kind of an enclosed stadium, even though it was like open on the sides, you do have a roof. So like, it made sense for them to be undressing because it was really hot in there. But I don't want them to be shaking and shivering in frickin' Seoul. They always do different things for Korean shows. They do, don't they? I mean, cool. Like, I'm fine with that, considering we get to be involved in it virtually. Like, sure, do whatever you want. I'm happily going to be cheering on at home. I think they'll have a new medley. Okay. Too bad K-Armies have to be silent. Oh my god. I can't stop laughing over all the memes about that. It's so fucking funny. Like, I've been retweeting all the memes that I see about how, like, they'll be getting those, like, clappers. They're just gonna be clacking nonstop. Oh my god. I don't know if I could do it. How do you stay silent during a BTS concert? Especially when you're there in person, like, finally reunited, and you have the chance to, like, shout back at them and let them know that you care about them and you're here to support them. Like, it's really fucking hard not to say anything, right? So good luck, K-Armies. Like, that, this is a lesson in self-control that I would not want to participate in. There was a rumor about a potential new song. Maybe they debut it during the concert, like how they did it with Run. They debuted Run during a concert? This was before my time. This would have been like HYYH era, right? So that was before I joined the fandom in beginning of 2018. I mean, I also still remember for Love Yourself, Idol had dropped like 2-3 days before the Love Yourself concert, like the first one in Seoul. And I remember ARMY scrambling to figure out, like, what is the fan chant? Memorize the song so we know what to do at the concert. I mean, I'm cool with that. Let's do it. Let's fly by the seat of our pants. Why the fuck not? Oh yeah, I don't want them to get sick either. Yeah. We don't want them freezing their little nipples off. Even if I want to see them. Different clothes, medleys, songs. There's a rumor in K-Media they'll perform a brand new song. Okay. When do you think they're gonna release their album? You know, the thing that they all are... Like, the comeback paranoia is coming in, like, bursts on my timeline of people, like, trying to connect the dots and trying to figure out if they're hinting at something. And now that our 7 men have fucking Instagrams, everyone is connecting and, like, reading all of these secret meanings into their Instagrams as well. And I'm like, I just can't fucking keep up. You think April? So, you know what? Maybe they'll do the whole thing where, like, they have all the concerts, and on the last concert, like, after it, maybe in the live stream especially, they'll announce, like, oh, comeback. Comeback is coming next month, so enjoy. I would love that. Say Anything boombox with chants and cheers. What is that? Is that, like, I guess it's a sound effect boombox? I think I missed this. Apparently, K-Armies were going to bring, like, those chickens that you can squeeze and they make noise to Suwuzu Muster, and then, like, obviously they couldn't attend live, so people were saying that they'll just bring those fucking chickens and squeeze them at these concerts instead, and I'm like, fucking hell yeah, let's do it. You know, like that, like, little video meme of, like, someone pressing their hand down into the, like, basket of chickens and all the chickens roaring as if they were coming from the depths of hell. I want that. Like, I want BTS to hear that, because that is just something so fucking hilarious that I don't know how you recreate it. What else you guys saying? Memes are great, yeah. If they all decided to scream and yell, they can't kick all of them out, right? I mean, I'm sure they'll, like, that's the thing. Like, it's a different culture. I live in the American culture. You can't tell Americans to be quiet at a concert. I'm sorry, you just can't. We're too fucking loud here. And unless it's like a classical concert and the whole point is to be quiet, that's one thing. But, like, that's what, like, Namjoon has even said in interviews where he's like, you go to American concerts, you feel the heat of the audience because we're fucking loud. So I just can't imagine being quiet. But then again, you have K-Armies, Korean culture, following the rules, being more respectful of people. I don't know. So maybe they'll be better at it. Honestly, I think they should just all bring air horns. I would love that. Is the Grammy still happening? Yeah, right now it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, like, what, April? April they moved it to? So, supposedly, everyone's hoping the situation will be better by April. So, I think we can, assume that BTS are coming for Grammys, right? I mean, they came here for PTD. So, I think being quiet is a small price to pay to see them live. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I could totally upfront pay, like, be like, I'll be quiet. Yeah, I just want to see them. And then you show up and you listen to the music and you get into it and you look at their fucking stage production and stage design and all their choreo and all their fireworks and all their emotional music and how much it means to you to see them, and then try being quiet. I honestly would just be like, fucking duct tape my mouth if I'm supposed to be quiet here. Maybe they'll do what they like to do in Europe, where they stomp the ground. God. I forget what it is, but it's like the thing that BTS were impressed by during the Love Yourself tour when they were at arena stadiums in Germany, in Berlin, I think, in France, and they were just like, oh wow, like what is the stomping? Because it's like the thing that Europeans like to do during like football games and stuff, but I can't think off the top of my head what it is. But yeah, so maybe they'll do that. Air horn in one hand, army bomb in the other. Who to take pictures? Hey, I saw that meme too, where someone's like, who's gonna take the pictures if they have the clapper and the fucking army bomb? And people were saying in the comments, like, you tape them together in one hand and the other hand is for photos. I think it was in Paris. Yeah, it was in Paris. I think it was also in Berlin. Maybe it was Berlin and then again in Paris. I don't know. I don't remember. It's all coming together. I have the Love Yourself DVD somewhere. I should probably go look that up. Paris, Seven Nation Army Stomps. That's what it is. Yes. And honestly, it fits for BTS too, right? All right. Anyway, tangent aside, the thing that I wanted to do with you guys today. Thank you for joining me, by the way. I figured we could have some fun because, since BTS are preparing ahead, there's not too much to celebrate lately, so I figured we would make some things to celebrate out of nothing, because we can, because we're ARMY, because we're resourceful, and because I want to talk about BTS. I just need an excuse. So, what I was going to do today is I have the Love Yourself program book, which was something you could buy during the Love Yourself tour. It looks like this. It's very nondescript. I don't know if you... Oh my god, it still smells like new book. It's because I've never taken it out of the wrapping, but minus when I read it. But I was going to read that on camera for you guys, and I bought this fancy new top camera so that you could literally see the pages with me as I turn them, and we can ooh and ah the pictures together and have a good time. But when I was setting it all up, I realized that my hands are really ucky because my poor nails are all destroyed since, I don't know, fucking winter. So in order to make my hands less horrible to look at, I have some BTS stickers that came with one of my like merch purchases from one of those random ARMY sites. So I was gonna apply some did I say stickers? I meant temporary tattoos that are BTS related. And you guys can help me pick out which ones I'll stick on my hands. And then once I have those on, we will go through the Love Yourself program book and compare what BTS said back then to how we think they might have grown now. So we're going to have some childlike fun with these stupid tattoos. And then we're going to put our therapy or like therapist hat on, psychologist hat on, and talk about BTS. Sound good? I hope so, because I'm not changing my plan. By the way, one more thing. I have a new BTS shirt, and I'm very proud of it. So I want to show it to you. So it's got the 7, and it says we are together bulletproof. And if I get closer and not stab myself with the microphone, it says after 7 winters and springs at the tips of our intertwined fingers, we are together bulletproof. We got to heaven. Yeah. I would have worn this shirt to the PTD concert if it had come in time. But it hadn't. So I wore other random shit. But yeah, okay. So here's my top cam. This is just Tiny Tan Namjoon chilling here. I didn't get him with these, but he's so fucking cute, isn't he? Look at him. He's so cute. I want all of them, but I don't know what I would do if I had all of them. Like, I only got him because they, like, you can buy them one off at the like my local import store, and he cost me like $35. Just him. Just this little, like, here's my hand. Look how small he is. And he just points at you like you're doing a good job. Like, yes, you. And except when I stand him up, I can't really see what he's looking at. So it just looks like he's pointing at my boobs while I work. Which, fine. I would point at his boobs if I saw them too. Anyway, eeny weeny. So here are the Temp Tattoos that I have here. I don't know if you can see. So I want to put on a purple. Are these both purple? No, that's black. This is black. Why does it look purple? Light. I don't know how it works. So I'm going to put on, I know I want to do the purple BTS logo, and I want to do the pink army one. But outside of that, I did not have any preferences. So do you guys have any preferences of other things that I should? And this is literally just going on my hands. Like I don't fucking know. It's going on my hands somewhere. So you guys can tell me if you have any suggestions. I will make it all fit. I really hate this lag. It makes it so awkward to talk to you guys. Namjoon, what do you think? What if I spin him like a top and then see where he stops pointing? If Namjoon ever saw me doing this, I'm sorry. I do this out of love, not disrespect. Oh, nope, you ran away. Okay. I can't spin him. What if I just do it upside down? I'll do the army bomb. That's probably what he meant. Yeah. I like Tiny Tan exploding out of BTS logo. This one? They're really cute. Okay, done. What else? Maybe I should just do a couple in order, and then we'll see where else I have room. Come on. Let's see. My instructions are cut out tattoo of choice and remove clear sheet. Place tattoo face down on skin. Wet the tattoo thoroughly with a sponge. Remove it, allow to dry. My God, I literally just realized I haven't done Temp Tattoos since I was probably in like middle school. And the order of operations just did not compute in my head. I'm glad they came with instructions. Okay, so that one. Let me open the other one. In the meantime, while I do this, did any of you guys watch the Berkeley panel that they did tonight with Black artists and producers called Black Voices in K-Pop? Sleep was on there. because I did, and it was great. I think you should add the hearts as well. What hearts? Oh, little baby hearts. Okay, I will cut those up next. They, for those of you who missed it, it was like a panel that probably would have been in person if not for COVID. But because of COVID, they had to hold it online now, and I think they want to do an in-person one next time, like when COVID improves. Which sucks for me, because I'm not at Berkeley and I can't participate. But maybe if they do that, they would like, I don't know, put a camera up in the back or something and live stream it that way. But anyway, so this one, they had it on Zoom, and I think they've never done a big Zoom thing before, because everyone who entered was able to turn on and off their mic and camera, even like people watching. And like, I know because my work uses Zoom a lot, and you can just like literally make it so that if you're a participant and not like if you're just viewing the whatever's happening, you can literally disable the camera and speech options so that nobody can accidentally turn it on. And I say that because when I saw that you could turn your camera and your microphone on, I was like, uh-oh, this is a recipe for disaster. And there was like someone who in the middle, like one of the panelists was talking, and in the middle of her talking, all of a sudden someone started like, ah, and like screeched. And it scared me. I was like, what is going on? Someone is really that involved or like that excited about what is being said, I guess. Loved when you brought up American Hustle Life. The scream. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. Like, so let me just finish my like overview. So it was a panel, they recorded it. So hopefully it's going to be posted online, because I wasn't home or I would have recorded it myself. But like when it comes to Zoom, I can't screen record. I can only audio record, because Zoom has some security features built into it or something that doesn't let you like record the video. Or at least I don't know, unless you have some like special software. So anyways, I didn't get a chance to record it myself, but hopefully they post it online. Or if not, we can fucking tweet at them or something and say that we want to see it. Because yeah, they talked about a lot of really interesting things in there, including the fact that, hold on. Okay. Where's my bowl of water? Got my bowl. It was when she called out SM, so it was well timed. Yeah. She like started talking about SM, and all of a sudden you hear, ah! It was so loud, so abrupt, and so short, and then it just got cut off, and it's like, what happened? But anyway, so, 4 panelists. Sleep, this, like songwriter, performer named Chick, this other producer / artist called Droid, and then like a K-pop music journalist whose name was Xander. So it was the 4 of them, and, they talked a lot about their experiences, how they got into K-pop, and their thoughts on the fact that, you know, music that has its origins from Black culture, the Black music, like jazz, like R&B, hip-hop, what it's like to work in that environment, and like if there's cultural appropriation, and like how it, like if they feel like they're being disrespected, if like they're being properly credited. I'm summarizing this in a very bad way because I'm distracted a little bit, but I really hope you guys listen to it when it comes out, because I thought it was really good, and I also thought that it felt like the beginning of a conversation. It was only an hour and a half, And I don't know if any of you guys listened to my interview with Sleep, but that lasted 5 hours. So I like my interviews long and thorough. So I want more of that. So hopefully, I don't know, Sleep can do some like Twitter spaces with them at some point so we can hear more about their experiences. Because Chick, the songwriter, performer, like has worked with SM, and she didn't have like the most positive things to say about working with the management. She did say that like the idols themselves are fine and like they really care about what they do and all of that, but that she didn't really have the same opinion of the fucking executives. And I was like, yeah, agreed. Well, I gotta make this chat box bigger too. I cannot see what the fuck you're saying. Okay, there we go. A name on each finger? Okay, I'll do that. So anyway, so they brought up, I think Sleep brought up American Hustle Life as like an example of how BTS have tried to be more authentic. And I know we shit on that, should I just like, in the middle? Yeah, why not? Let's just do it in the middle. I know we shit on that show, or like, I know a lot of people don't like it because BTS were mistreated on there, and you know, like they got scared and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, like yeah, maybe some things they did in there were, hold on, maybe I should move these out of the way, were like very, I hope I don't fuck this up. I literally have not put a tattoo on in so long or thought about the concept of temp tattoos in forever, so here's to hoping I'm doing this right. Like BTS did get a chance to work with like the OG artists, black artists, like Warren G, like, oh, what was the name of the guy who got really angry at them? I don't remember. But like they really were forced into a position where it's like, you want to make hip hop, you want to make R&B, you want to make this kind of music, then you need to understand its roots, you need to understand where it came from, and you need to pay homage to that and not just be like, ooh, this is cool, I want to make it mine. Coolio, thank you. Coolio got so mad at them. I never knew if it was like just a gimmick for the show or if he actually got mad. I mean, yeah. I just know the people online like to be like, he was so mean to them, he hurt their feelings. Yeah, that's life. I'm sorry. We're all gonna have situations where people are mean to us and you know, hurt our feelings and all that and make it awkward. I think it's probably better that they had that experience in a safe environment. Like, because it's on camera and they are surrounded by their staff. So if things like really got out of hand, like they would have been protected. But anyway, so like, ARMY bullied me when I first became ARMY because I actually defended Coolio. I'm sorry, like, yeah, I can see that happening because ARMY has no chill sometimes, and everybody, like, it's hard to have nuance on fucking Twitter. That was literally my introduction to ARMY, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, I'm sorry, it was traumatic. We all go through something like that, I think. I'm sorry. But yeah, did my music end? Oh well, I'll fix it in a second. But so Sleep was trying to say that like they had that experience in the beginning of their career. Like American Hustle Life was 2014. So then it's like, can you say are there any other K-pop groups that did that? I can't think of a single one that tried to pay homage to black music culture in that way. There's only been one American Hustle Life. I'm so glad you're addressing this. Yeah, I mean, I'm addressing it in 2022, something that happened in 2014. Yeah, very timely. Hustle life isn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. Yeah, and I mean, the other thing that's important to remember is that you have a lot of like BTS were young and they were naive and they were I don't want to say privileged, but more like they hadn't seen the world as it actually was yet. They sheltered. So that experience really forced them to confront the fact that there are things going on in the world outside of Korea that still relate to the music industry, that are still things they need to think about and like be concerned with, and understand again the culture that the music they want to make comes from. And I think it was really formative for them. Like it was really good for them to go through that. Please, did I do this right? I am worried. Let's find out. Fuck yeah! I did it! I am inordinately excited that I did it. Yes! Oh, the music came back. Was it waiting for me to finish my tattoo? I was trying to explain that to armies, like, people are really treated like that. Sometimes it's real. Yeah. Well, welcome to America. I think Rise of Bang 10 did an episode on American Hustle Life and did it really well. Agreed. I think I saw that one. Yeah. Like, sometimes you just gotta go through some shit. And especially if it's in a safe environment, you definitely have to go through some shit. Because think about how sheltered they were in Korea. Like, all those years being really young, being trainees, like, as a trainee, your entire schedule is managed, right? So, should I do the army here? Or should I put it on my other hand? Or should I just make this hand the tiny tan hand? Sorry, I'm like distracted trying to have several conversations with you guys at once. Keep up! It was a hyped up version of Hood life to inspire their hip hop from a real life perspective. Agreed. The part with Warren G in the record store and the barbecue was super redeeming. Yugi, meat, we like it. Yeah, that's where their meat obsession and barbecue obsession came from, maybe. Honestly, what sticks with me is the part where they went to Skid Row and were just talking with homeless people. And I think it was really eye-opening for them. Like, how could it not have been, right? When I first got into BTS content, before I started watching BTS Run, I watched Rookie King and Hustle Life first, so it was my introduction to the boys. And isn't it a good introduction? I watched American Hustle Life way back when as well, and I'm getting distracted from my tattoos. You know what? I'll just fucking put Army here, so that we're together. No, I can't, because then I'll be getting water on this. Can I get water on a temp tattoo? Do I have any moms in the chat? Does anyone know what I can do or not? I already forgot. What was I saying? Yeah. I got into American Hustle Life in the beginning. And, like, I grew up with BTS, like, on a speed run. Like, I went through their content over the years, like, super quickly. I'm like, so they did this, and this, and this, and this, because I wanted to understand that, like, because I got into them around DNA. I was like, how did you get here? What has been your path? Because for me, I was not into K-pop before them. I had tried, and I had been met with a very large barrier to entry. Like, the community was just unaccepting of the K-pop community I encountered was very unaccepting of noobs. They were very elitist. There was very little in English. Everything was in Korean, and I was just like, I'm overwhelmed and feel unwelcome, and fuck off. Okay, I'm off. I'm bye. And then when I discovered BTS through DNA, and I was just like, okay, how did you get to this place? Because like the community around you is a lot more welcoming, and like this is a lot more like progressive, and there's more English content available for you. How did we get here? And that's when I started from the beginning, and I was like, American Hustle Life, what's this? And I went on Daily Motion, as maybe a bunch of you guys did, because the whole series is on Daily Motion. For free. It's like watching them grow from the beginning. Exactly. And then you grow up with them on a speed run, and then you care about them even more. American Hustle Life was good for them, but it makes me uncomfortable to watch some of it. I mean, that's fine. Like, it could, like, even if I say it's not that bad, parts of it still make me uncomfortable as well. I don't really go rewatch it. I can appreciate its existence without needing to consume it repeatedly. I hope it's still on Daily Motion. Probably. Daily Motion is like an overgrown forest of crap. If you search long enough, something comes up. I'm supposed to be counting the seconds I do this, aren't I? I'm not counting. Did I do it? Let's find out. Oh, I think I did it. Yes! Ta-da! Look at that. It's so cute. Yay. Okay. Who was the person who suggested the hearts? Should I do the hearts around these or on my other hand? It is definitely cringy. My tattoos are cringy? Or are you talking about American Hustle Life? I already forgot what we were talking about. I am ADD today, I'm sorry. Honestly, RM is my bias and Yoongi, but I criticized his performance during the Coolio part. Totally disrespectful. That is what I got bullied for. I don't remember his performance. What does he do? I remember some of them made a sandwich and they pissed. It was like Tae and someone else. Was it Tae and Jin? They really pissed off Coolio by making that fucking sandwich and just like not stopping, even though Coolio was clearly unimpressed and unhappy. That's like what I remember. Where does JK have his heart? JK tattoo. Okay, alright, hold on. Can I do this? Damn it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that skill. I'm really good. Really good. Okay. So, okay. I do my heart here. Here. Okay. I hope you guys are inspired to do some of your temp tattoos as well. I have temp tattoos that came with my Love Yourself purchase. I don't remember what I bought. Or maybe I may have specifically bought Love Yourself temp tattoos. I've still never used them. I purchased them in September of 2018. They will never be used. Because once I use them, that's it. They go away. And I think some of them are like autographs from BTS, like in temp tattoo form. So why the fuck would I ever use that? Once I use it, it's gone. I think I may have temp tattoos from Speak Yourself as well. Also unused. Also will remain unused. God forbid I ever eliminate any BTS merch I have. Um, One of my favorite parts was J.K. Yoongi and Tae meeting Iris Stevenson. Yes! Hold on, am I thinking of someone else? No, you're right. It was them three. Like, where they sang with her, Oh Happy Day. I cry when I watch that part. When she tells Tae that his voice is soulful. Like, can you imagine getting that kind of encouragement at such an early stage of your career from someone who is this, like, larger than life personality and has all this experience? Like, how much would that stick with you and encourage you when other people don't appreciate you the way you want to be appreciated? Again, so fucking formative. Something with his hair and garb and the whole thing was borderline appropriating. Again, they were young and didn't know any better, and Coolio went hard on them. People aren't used to seeing that. Oh, I've totally forgotten this. I should go rewatch it. But again, that's really important. If they did that, it's really good to do that, like, on camera and have it be corrected and discussed on camera. We all make fucking mistakes. It's the fact that we all try to hide our mistakes that make it hard for anyone to grow from it. Shirley would know better now about respecting Black culture. Yes. Oh, right. They were supposed to cover Gangsta's Paradise, and yeah, they blew it. I'll have to go rewatch it. I think I skipped the first episode because it was so uncomfortable for me to watch. Oh, like when they get freaked out because they're in the car. Here's the thing. I watched that episode, and to me, it seems so fake. Like, you have all of these really big men, like, trying to scare them and yell at them. And to me, it was so over the top that I was like, this is comedic. Like, I didn't have that kind of, like, negative reaction like other people have had where they were uncomfortable and all of it. I just saw that and I was like, this is so over the top. Like, I'm surprised they haven't like been like, oh my god, like, what's going on? Is there a hidden camera? Blah, blah, blah. Yay, my heart. Okay, well, do I have a... Can I copy any of the rest? Oh, I did this on accident, but it's kind of like what he has. Kind of. Well, whatever. I'm on the same wavelength as JK. You know. Did it on purpose. Maybe I'll just put the other heart where his crown is. Yeah, why not? I'll do it this way. I've always, like, thought about getting a tattoo, but like an actual tattoo, but I don't have any. Because I'm indecisive as fuck, and the things I like change every couple of months. So if I had something stuck on my body and without the ability to change it, that would be like fucking torture for me. I wouldn't be able to do it. So, like, I have a friend who has tattoos all over her body, and it's like literally a design that she's been working on since she was like 17. She's in her 40s now, 20 something years. I couldn't do that. Have a work in process for 20 something years? No. I would give up. Or color it in with Sharpie and be like, it's done. I'm ready. They did not understand the context or meaning of that song, and they acted the fool, and thereby Coolio reprimanded them the way he did, and ARMY did not like that. Well, I think it's also important to remember that not all of ARMY is from the same culture, the same country, the same context, and we all interpret things differently. And some people, for whatever, like, see any kind of reprimand on camera as like, how dare you do this? You're damaging their reputation. You're being mean for no reason. That's a long time. Shut up! Oh, I thought you meant me, Janelle. I was like, I'm just holding. Sorry, you were talking about my friend. I forget about the delay. I thought you were making fun of me for, like, holding the stupid, wet towel on my tattoo too long. I'm very self-conscious about this. Fuck, what was I talking about? But yeah, look. I'm like him. Sorry, didn't mean to yell at you, Janelle. Oh yeah, that, like, people think that it's, like, ruining their reputation by being mean to them on camera. But that kind of stuff, like, is different for different people. Lol, they were in my neighborhood. What's your neighborhood, Wendy? I forget where you live. You live in LA, I know, like, southeast LA? Something Beach? Long Beach? Am I just throwing words at you? I don't know what. The whole kidnapping was obviously a setup. You could see Yoongi staring straight into the camera. Yeah, so, like, I feel like some of them knew it was happening and they were just kind of playing along. Okay. Whee! Okay, which one of you said a BTS name on every... Should I do... Let's see, we've got... V, Jin, Suga, RM, Jimin, Jungkook, J-Hope. J-Hope's on here twice. Hold on, I'm gonna cut these out. Because I can't tell how many we have. Yeah, so the part of the show where they broke up into teams to write the raps, Tae, Suga, and JK were at the grassy area / beachfront across the street from my old apartment. I live in Long Beach. Boom! I did remember correctly. I'm proud of myself. Pat myself on the goddamn back. I think the last time I watched AHL was 2015, but I don't think it is that bad, at least from what I remember. Well, that's what I mean. Like, everybody watches that show with a different cultural, social context, and some people are like, oh my god, that's so horrible, how could you treat someone like that? And other people are like, like, they were rude, or the like, kidnapping thing was staged, it was over the top. Like, everybody reacts differently. So I think, I mean, the important thing is how BTS felt and were they traumatized by it? I don't know. I don't really see any long-lasting effects on them. They've never come out and publicly complained about how they were abused during the making of that show. So I don't... Kim Namjoon, Kim Seokjin, Min Yoongi, Jung Ho-suk. Jimin, Kim Taehyung, Jungkook. Okay, I do have them all. Okay. Sweet. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. Let's put Namjoon on my wedding ring for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Just coincidence, you know. Oh god, will he fit on my finger? I didn't think about that. Yeah, we'll try. Okay. Wow, you're legit from the LBC. LBC? What's LBC? Wendy's fucking cool. Yeah, we knew that already. How did we get on AHL? Oh yeah, that panel. So yeah, that panel was great. There was something else interesting. I really liked the other songwriter or performer, Chick. Obviously I adored Sleep, but I'm biased about him. I liked I liked Chick as well. She had like a really big energy, and she talked a lot about like how, especially in the beginning of her career, she would not be credited properly, or she wouldn't be getting paid at all. Like, she said that, like, when she got her first song that topped, like, the Billboard charts, she was delivering groceries, you know, to make money and make ends meet, because she hadn't been seeing, like, any money from her actual work. And that was shocking, and also not shocking at all. Just horrifying, though. And how, like, she really advocates and like wants to advocate and mentor young Black artists, because so that they don't have to go through what she went through. And she got really fired up, and like I got the sense that she'd had a lot of things that she wanted to say in a public setting, and she just hadn't had a chance to speak like that. So and I also feel like she had more to say, because after, like, she had been trying to be nice, and then after a while, she, like, just started saying, like, yeah, SM management, don't like them, they don't feel authentic, and that, like, when Sleep said that Big Hit reached out to him during the BLM protests, to, like, make sure he was okay, and to, just, like, to check in with him, and, like, made him feel like they cared about him as a person, she's like, yeah, no one at SM said shit to me. And I was just like, not surprising. Not surprising. Like, I would love to get her perspective on working with SM, because she's been working with them, she said, for like 9 years. Okay, let's see if this worked out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I gotta do that 6 more times. Where's Jin? There he is. Oh, you like my RJ ears? Thank you. I got them from... You know how you can never fucking buy anything from the Line store? Like, it's fucking impossible. Everything is always sold out, or only sold in physical stores that only happen to be in, like, New York or LA or San Francisco, and I'm like, I am in none of those places. So, fuck me, I guess. So I found some, like, I forget what it's called. It was just, like, some like, army merch shop somewhere. And I ordered a bunch of things, and for once, they had, like, the headbands, and I was like, woohoo! Okay. So, I got the headbands, and I bought RJ, and I also bought Cookie. And, so RJ looks normal. Like, Cookie looks like a knockoff. It probably is a knockoff. Because his face looks like it was magnified on, like, the little heads. Like, it's the correct expression, it's just been magnified too much, so it looks too big. It's really funny. Maybe I can show you later once I finish with all this. But yeah, otherwise that, I recommend that, that merch shop, if I can remember what it is. I don't remember what the fuck it was. Because, like, once you buy something, they send you coupons and, like, 20% off, 30% off, 40% off, like, literally once a week, to the point where I bought the, like, this headband and other stuff, because I was like, you're throwing all these discounts at me, how can I say no? I don't need this stuff, but if you're gonna give it away to me, suddenly I do need it. Capitalism at its finest. Okay, Jenny, are you okay? Yes. Yes. Oh shit. I did it the wrong way. I give up. Jin. What comes after? Okay. So, let's see. We've talked about the concerts. We've talked about the panel. Why don't I just tell you my special announcement while I have the time? So, on Friday, I am having another Army guest night. And this time, my guest is going to be our very own music journalist, Brian Rowley, of Forbes, alt rock, alt classic rock. I don't know. All of his rock stuff is on that other publication. You know, like the journalist who's really good to our fandom. And he's my darling. So he's coming on because I wanted to pick his brain on... I literally just asked him, I was like, what are your thoughts on the music industry? And he was like, it's like I can't remember. He said he's a very sassy man, so he said it really funnily. He was like, it's like a despicable hydra that needs to be cut down. I can't remember. He said it better than this. But I was like, okay, tell me your honest opinion. So he's going to come on, share his background, and then talk about his perspective and like what he sees about the music industry. I wanted to pick his brain on streaming and Spotify, you know, and all the things that like we as a fandom always talk about. I want to get his perspective because, you know, obviously he's biased because, you know, he loves BTS and he's like good with our fandom, but he's also someone as a journalist who has a different perspective on these things. I mean, he also is a musician. He's trying to release his EP, and he's part of a rock band called Transit Method, I think. They're adorable. He's like this little punk rocker. It's very cute. So go check him out. But so I really just wanted to get his thoughts as somebody who's like deep in the middle of all that, eyeball deep. So look forward to that. And he's posting covers of him singing shit on Twitter right now. I think because I told him we can spend these 3 hours talking about whatever. So maybe we'll just end up, he'll just sing for 3 hours for us, you know. Anything goes on Army Guest Night. I really don't have any rules here. Just flying by the seat of my pants. I feel very cool with these names on my fingers. Thank you to whoever suggested this. They're probably gonna fall off. I have volleyball tomorrow. So probably by the end of tomorrow, they're gonna fall off. Damn it. I wanted to show up to work wearing this and have everyone be like, what the fuck is on your hands? We be groupies. About what? About Brian Rowley? He's adorable. Is there anyone else you guys think that I should poke around and see if they want to join me for Army Guest Night? Because I really only pick the people I like. So I don't like everyone, so my pool of people to interview ends up being small. But if you guys can think of anyone and I guess don't hate them, I will invite them on. God damn it, these tattoos ended up taking way longer than I thought they would. My bad. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm just too slow at this, but look at that. Look at that. Okay, I could probably lift this higher. John Cena. We're moots on Twitter, me and John Cena. You know what? Maybe I will hit him up. I have no idea if he would ever see my message or would want to come on. But I would love to have him. My ring is beautiful. Oh, thank you. It's my engagement ring and my wedding ring. My nice big shiny rocks, which I'm very inordinately pleased by, so thank you. I appreciate your compliment. My water. Oh yeah. John Cena would be fun. What would I ask him about? How did you become ARMY? Who's your bias? His bias is like J-Hope, isn't it? Ask him, Allie, maybe you and I can, you know, tag team and be like, come on Armyverse, come on Army guest night. Ugh, that would be fun. Mostly because I get annoyed by the fact that John Cena goes on interviews and he like is a real advocate for BTS and he corrects like whoever the interviewer is, the host, if they're like trying to be mean about ARMY or whatever. But like the minute he like says something deeper about BTS, the host like moves on and doesn't give him a chance to like fully express himself on TV. So I just want to give him a stage to just like fully express what he thinks about BTS. Wouldn't that be fun? Just have a gush hour where we're like, yeah, BTS. Allie, you think you're muted? What are you doing on Twitter that you think you're muted? Are you just being a thirst trap? Or no, what's the term where all you do is thirst for people? Is that what you're doing, Ellie? Youngdae Kim? That would be fun. I would be really intimidated by that, but I would do that. That'd be fun. He's the music critic, right? I get people confused because I know there's someone who, like, is he the one that went on Korean TV to tell them why it was so important that BTS were nominated for the Grammys, or is that someone else? That's not all I do. Well, how would I know? I don't think I'm muted, Allie. Yeah. Oh, can you see that? That's really bright. Jimin. Okay, it's there. It's there. Almost done. And then I actually do want to read the things that I have to read. Oh, that's him? Yeah, and is he the one who wrote the, like, BTS Music, the review? Literally, it's right in front of me. Yeah. Okay, then I know who that is. Yeah, I would love to interview him. I have been wanting to read his book, but I'm also intimidated by it. And also, it's hard for me to want to read a review on BTS music when BTS music is so close to my heart. And, someone else's opinion on it doesn't matter to me. Only mine does, because I fucking adore them. So, I've been like on the fence about reading his stuff or not. Have any of you read it? Like, what does he talk about in there? It's very good and easy to read. Like, does he talk about opinions, or like what is it that he reviews? Be interesting to hear him talk about his experience in the K-media. Yeah, I want to dig into that. Like, I want to get his. I would love to get his opinion. Let me use my interviewing skills to pry open K-media. That would be a lot of fun. Doesn't he also have a YouTube channel where he talks about some stuff? I think I watched like one of his videos a while back. I'm getting faster at these tattoos. Okay, you know what? Now I understand maybe why Jungkook has all those tattoos on his hand. This is a lot of fun. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, it's that way. To write off tattoos so quickly. Yes, to YouTube. Not all have English subs, though. Maybe that's why I gave up watching his YouTube channel, because I remember thinking that not everything was subbed. And I was like, okay, I don't speak Korean. I just checked. Still don't speak it. You come across as slightly less thirsty. Thank you, Allie. This is despite the fact that I write BTS fanfiction and erotica quite openly and pin it on my Twitter. And everyone seems to think that I am an upstanding individual and that I'm not as trashy as the rest of you. I'm kidding. He has a song-by-song review and essays/articles he's written over time. Maybe I will check it out, but, like, what is he reviewing in the songs? Like, how they're put together? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll read, like, the excerpt of it on like, Amazon and see if it appeals to me. I would enjoy anyone. Well, thank you for being so open. It's all about the upstanding vibes. It's all about hiding your degeneracy in plain sight, Allie. Have you seen the like Photoshop picture of shirtless JK I have pinned in my pinned tweet? It's really hot. Like it's like someone photoshopped Jungkook's head on like a shirtless muscled dude with like holding just like a towel or something. And it's incredible, and I never want to unpin it, because whenever I go to my own profile, that's the first thing I see, and I'm like, okay, suddenly I'm in a better mood. Oh, he reviews the music type, the lyrics, the theme of the albums. Yeah, okay, fine, maybe I will check it out. But then I would have to check it out before I interviewed him, because I think that's only respectful. Giving myself more homework. Okay, can you see this? No, you cannot. Look at my hands. I'm so cool. Look, JK, we're the same. Okay, there's 2 more tattoos and then we're done. We've got our explosive tiny tan. This is going right. Nope, it's going this way. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just here to be, definitely should read first. I'm just here to be respectful of people's time and the things they make, and I don't want to interview someone without knowing their work. That's actually something that really annoys me about late night hosts, because I understand that they have like this new host every night model, and they have to, and it's really hard to keep ahead of all the content that comes out. But then you don't really have like an honest conversation with people about their art, about whatever they're making or promoting when they come on your show. It's very surface level. And again, I understand that sometimes like there's a time and a place for that, but for me it's very shallow conversation, and it really annoys me, especially when people do that to BTS stuff, because I'm biased, and I think there's so much depth to BTS music and everything that like it's worth your time to at least give their fucking music a listen before you have them on your show to promote it. But yeah, no, I will, in order to have someone open up to you, you need to show appreciation for the thing that they've made. So I will, if I want to ask him to come on here and be interviewed by me, I will read his stuff. Does he have anything else in English besides that? Because, you know, don't speak Korean. Oh, you think my tattoos look really good? Thank you. I'm actually really happy with them. They look much better on my hands than they do just like on the piece of paper. At least we had a good summary. Good. PD Bang, do you know how much I would die if I could get my bias to come on here and be interviewed? My honey pie Bang PD Nim, or my second bias, Lenzo Yoon. I love them. I can't tell you why. I just fucking love them. And I could die happy if I get a chance to talk to them in life. If I could interview them on camera for all of you, like, a bus could hit me tomorrow and I would go, like, peacefully. There's a lot of articles, but scattered around different magazines. Oh, God, I'd have to go find all of them. I hope he would be an easy Google. You know who was an easy Google? Sleep. When I interviewed him, I just Googled him, and I looked him up on YouTube, and I read through and watched and listened to everything. And I was like, thank you, Google, for making this an easy adventure. Maybe Liam would be a cool person to interview, too. Oh, the journalist? The one who lost his snake in his house a couple years back? I like him, too. The thing is, I mean, I would consider it. I would definitely consider it. I don't have anything against Liam. I think he's a good guy, and I think he's been a great American, even though he's not American, journalist to talk to BTS, because he's a genuine person, and you can see them be happy when they are interviewed by him, as opposed to when they're interviewed by those other shallow fucks who piss all of us off when they're on camera interviewing them. The thing is with Liam, I would just be like, I don't know what to talk to you about. Do I talk to you about K-pop? Because I don't want to. I don't want to talk about anyone outside of BTS. But who knows, maybe I'll change my mind. Since I just learned Bang Pdnim speaks English. I mean, I don't know if I knew, but I knew it in my heart. Like, I never doubted that he could speak English. I don't know why. I had no solid knowledge telling me, like, you have experienced him speaking English. He is fluent. I just knew it in my heart. Because he's my bias. It would be awesome to text them. Yeah, let me get out their phone number so I can text them. He's smart too. Who are we talking about? There's a number of people who are very smart. Oh, I just realized I put on the army bomb the wrong way. Whatever. It's the army bomb special edition. It's so cute. Okay. Oh, the last thing I want to do is I want to take this army and put it on my pinky. And then we're really going to be done. This is an absurd amount of fun. Bang Pdnim is one of the most brilliant people on our planet. Fuck yes. Oh my god, Bang Pdnim is my other bias too. Yes! Yes! I adore him. I just do. I've told you guys about my vibe check, right? And how, like, I just know when I like when I meet someone, if I know pretty much instantly whether I like them or not, and whether we'll get along or not. Like, I just know. I don't need to know anything about you. Maybe one word out of your mouth, maybe one look at your appearance. I don't know what it is, but I just know. And I looked at Bang Pdnim and I was like, I'm in love. I looked at Lenzo Yoon and I also fell in love too. And I was just like, Yami, you're so weird. Why? I just love him. Just love him. But yeah, he is, they're both fucking smart. I think what they're doing is so great. And I wish there was more, like, I wish they would do more articles or interviews and be a little more transparent about what they're doing. Mostly because I'm curious and I want to know. Because I'm fucking nosy. There we go. Boom! Boom! Hold on. Look at that. Oh, hold on. JK, you have to go away. I'm sorry. Take my bowl of water away. Hopefully I don't trip on it later. Yeah, look at that, look at that, look at that. Now my hands aren't as creepy. Okay. Oh wait, no, that was part of this. Alrighty. You guys ready to read some shit? Is the music too loud, by the way? I will turn it down if it's hard to hear me over the music. You just let me know. Shit. Oh well, I'll pick it up later. My tattoos. All right, so who has seen the Love Yourself program book before? Like, I'm just trying to figure out if I need to give you guys an intro. You know what? I'll give it to you anyway. So, in 2018, when BTS went on their world tour for Love Yourself, they had a limited amount of stuff that was like merch available for sale, and the lines for it were incredibly long. I think I've told this horror story several times because it was a fucking horror story. It used to be so fucking hard to get BTS merch. Granted, it still sometimes is, but all of the merch they brought to all of their Love Yourself tour locations was just not enough. Like, stuff would go out on sale at 9:30, and at 9:40 it would be sold out. Or like half an hour later it would be sold out. There was no limit on the quantity you could buy for like clothes, so a ton of people would buy stuff and then immediately like go for resale and go sell it online. And again, pros and cons to that. Con being that people who are on site don't get the chance to buy it. Pro being that people who didn't get a chance to go to that concert location had a chance to buy it, you know, right? So one of the things that I barely managed to get, I think because people didn't understand what it was literally called Love Yourself Program Book. And I'm like, the fuck is a Love Yourself Program Book? It's a concert. You're giving me a program like you would at like an opera? Like, what is this? What are you giving me? This is very nondescript. Like, I literally do not know what this is. Like, help me. So, I bought it. It was like $35, and I was like, a little expensive. What am I getting? Unclear. It is basically the, like, you know how in an album you have, like, the like, little pamphlet where they have lyrics, where they have, like, their dedications, their, like, comments or whatever, and it's, like, this just, like, really cute, like closing mints for a comeback. Most Brit concerts I've been to do this. Okay, well, maybe other places do it. I hadn't seen that, so I don't know what it was. So this is like a really sweet look at their thoughts on loving yourself and the album and the concept and everything that they did during this time. And I read this way back when, and I don't think it really hit me, like, when I was trying to think back, like, I was trying to remember, like, what they had written, and I couldn't remember, and I just wanted to, like, look at it and see if they had, like, changed over time and how their thoughts back then might compare to now. So that is what we're going to read through today, especially because this little thing was really hard to get, limited supply. I think you can get it on eBay now, and it's, like, really expensive. So, can you see this very well? Okay, let me know if you can't see something. I can always move this. So, blank pages. We got contents, which we have profiles, tour level, sketch 1, sketch 2, love myself, interview love, love yourself, thanks to, credit. That cleared everything up, right? You know exactly what this is gonna be for, right? So we're gonna start with profiles. And so these were interviews that each of them did. So we're gonna start with, this fucker came out. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to super glue this back in later. But anyway, we have Namjoon. I can hold this paper up now. And for some strange reason, you got their height in here and their right ankle circumference. I do not remember why this was given to you, but each of them gave those measurements. Does anybody remember why? So, Namjoon is 181 centimeters, which is... in feet and inches. If any of you are faster at this than I am, please let me know. .9 feet. That's not helpful. Come on, Google. You're better than this. He's 5'11", a little over 5'11". I can't believe this came out. The next page is coming out too. God damn it. That's what I get. So this part is all in Korean, and then on the white side it's all in English. So I'm gonna read the English part. Hold on, I'm gonna tape. Fuck. I'm gonna put that there. Okay. So, it says, recently, what phrase touched you the most? C'est la vie. I like how it sounds. Interesting. I guess he likes the way the French language sounds. For those of you who don't know, but this phrase is pretty common. C'est la vie just means that's life. It's the French way of saying, what can you do? It is what it is. My God, this stupid page is coming out too. Okay. Your new tour, Love Yourself, will start. So what was the first thing that came to mind after the tour was scheduled? The first thing I thought was, it's starting again. Because I'm thinking about preparing the different things before we kick off a tour. I think tours are the ultimate result of planning and releasing albums. You can learn about a singer during their concert or tour. I heard that we would have bigger stages and go to cities that we've never been to during this tour. I'm excited again and looking forward to meeting ARMY. So for those of you who don't know, they want ankle bracelet. For who don't know, Love Yourself came after the Wings tour. So the Wings tour was basically all of 2017. It opened in January or February of 2017, and the last concert, the final, was in December, I think. So, am I wrong? Someone fact check me on this. So the Wings tour was their first tour where they had gone to South America. They had gone to specific locations in North America. I can't remember if they'd gone to Europe, but that was their first breakout tour, and it was so successful that they were able to follow it up with Love Yourself. And so you can sense Namjoon's excitement here, where he's like, wow, it's getting bigger. And doing a tour or concert is showing you the real metal of a man, of an artist. Can they perform the music that they've made for you? I love him. When you and the other members have a meeting about a concert, what do you prioritize? Our priority is good pacing. It's a matter of how to make the best stage while maintaining good physical condition. Agreed, and that's still important to them now. They're always trying to make sure how they can make a concert sustainable so that they can keep performing it over and over again, and it's not going to overstrain any of them and lead to injuries and sadness. As we've realized, any injury to them is sadness for everyone in this endless vicious cycle. Oh, sorry. I guess it would be difficult to decide on a concert set list since you've released so many songs so far. Do you have any special criteria for this? How to impress the audience. The basic identity of BTS is a team who can deliver powerful performances, so we always discuss how to arrange the songs in a way we can keep up the energy in all performances throughout the long concert. I think this is what we always think about. That's still what they think about. They always want to impress us, and we're always ready to be impressed. Which is why I don't know how K-armies are going to be able to stay silent. You want to reward them with applause and cheering because it's the least you can do for all the fucking hard work they put into a concert. Anyway. Are you preparing any special performance for this tour? What I would like to do through the Love Yourself tour is to go to cities that I've never been to. Because I think that the Eminem concert in Korea in 2012 had a great impact on me, I want to perform where I haven't been. I know it means a lot when you get to see your favorite artist come to your country to hold a concert. Damn straight. Is there any moment or scene from the Wings tour that you remember the most? It would be our first performance, which was held in Seoul in February. Okay, I was right there. Because our performance is full of energy, it's remarkable to see audience members from all over the world matching that level of energy in their reactions. Is there anything you learned? Rubber duck chicken screams would be a satisfying alternative. Yeah, fair. Is there anything you learned from the Wings tour? I should have read more books during the Wings tour. Okay, that's a very Namjoon answer. After each concert, we have a lot of spare time at the hotel, but we're exhausted. It's actually hard to do anything at all. We're not in our normal conditions. Nevertheless, I should have done something. I'm thinking of reading more books during this tour. I always make these plans, but it's hard to actually carry it out. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Anybody who's traveled knows when you're not in your normal environment, like the food is different, your schedule is different, you can't tell what your energy level is. You either have a lot of energy or you plummet. You're either bored or you're too busy. Like everything's up in the air and it's hard to be in control. Oh, I love him though. Can we? Damn it, these pages. Before starting the new tour, please tell us who or what you would like to compliment from the Wings tour. Rather than praising a particular member, as shown through Burn the Stage, we had lots of ups and downs. There were times we got injured, and sometimes we argued, but I'm thankful that we got through all those things and now are preparing for this tour. He's so cute. He's so cute. Speaking of the tour name, how do you love yourself? I think many of you already know this because I talk about it a lot. I like walking around Seoul, either by myself or with my friends, and I like clothes and toys as well. Doing things that have nothing to do with BTS plays a great role in resolving the ironies and dilemmas that I have. If I am too immersed in work, I feel like I am living the way the world has set me to live. Hanging out by myself or with friends are some of the ways that help me work better. I think finding the right balance between work and life is very important. Amen! Anybody who works a full-time job knows the fucking importance of a work-life balance and how hard it is to get that. I mean, I get it. And I'm sure it's hard for him because for a lot of us, we escape our daily lives through BTS. And yet for him, he's like, I am BTS. How do I escape my life and the pressures of all the things I have to do? I'm going to go for a walk or ride my bike. Then, let's see, someone said, I think they went to Saudi then. No, this is older. They went to Saudi in like August of 2019. This came out for the tour for August 2018 is when they started Love Yourself. Then when are you most stressed? When I'm on my smartphone too much. I play games and read news on the phone every day. I need to keep away from my smartphone and read more books and use more Cubase. That's the music software, right? But I think I am getting more and more insensitive to using my smartphone so much. I need to cut back on it. Smartphone addiction. Don't we all know it well? The first leg of the Love Yourself tour? Yeah. The Seoul concert that kicked off the whole Love Yourself tour was in August of 2018. What do you expect from this tour? Just like the title, Love Yourself, I hope the tour would make me love myself more by the end of it. Some people think about love yourself like this. Now that we are successful, we love ourselves, and suddenly we want our fans to love themselves. But it's not that way at all. It all stems from your heart, after all. The main message of this album and tour is that I don't know either. So let's find a way to love yourself together. It's not like we're trying to preach how to love yourself under the title of Love Yourself, but we are saying that we also don't know how. So listen to our songs and enjoy, and let's try and find a way together, whether we actually succeed or not. It's about comforting people by talking about these things. It's about hoping I can be comforted by others, and that others can be comforted by me. Meeting with friends does not solve our worries, but just talking to each other gives you some comfort, you know? Listening to someone and saying, "It must have been tough, you did a good job," can cheer that person up. That's what we want to do. To have a conversation through our performance, person to person. And that's what they did. This is what I think about when, you have all those stupid people online arguing that, like, Love Yourself was fake and it was all, like, designed to manipulate people. And I'm like, no, these were literally just people who wanted to act like your friends act. And to just help you by talking about things together and trying to love ourselves together. Like, how is that such a complicated concept? Please leave a message for the other members before the tour. There is always at least one difficult time during tours. We can get homesick, being away from home for such a long time. However, I hope we don't take it too hard. If we hold on to our struggles from so early on, the entire process will be stressful. Instead, I hope we can cherish what we can take from it. No one forced us to do this. I'm not saying that we should just be happy and do it, but that there may be ups and downs, because that's what life is. C'est la vie. So let's appreciate the pleasant things and stay healthy. I want to tell them this. That's all. And for the army that will be looking forward to the Love Yourself tour, we will do our best for each performance and hope these thoughts reach you. See you soon. He's so cute. He is so cute. Okay, I'm going to put the missing page back. I'd never been away from home for so long, but I imagine I'd be homesick too. Yeah, you just miss the monotony of being in your own space. Okay. Next is Yoongi with the best flower crown I've ever seen. And of course it's in Korean down here, so we just flip to the English. Recently, what phrase touched you the most? 90% of your worries are a swamp of your imagination. I like that. I like that. Okay, I'm going to move this away. My God, even the Yoongi page is coming out. Everything is coming out. Okay, I'm going to hold it like this. Nah. Fine, if the pages come out, they come out. Whatever. Your new tour, Love Yourself, will start, so what was the first thing that came to mind after the tour was scheduled? Well, I am looking forward to this tour so much. The concert venues will be bigger, which means there'll be bigger audiences. I'm very excited to see more people. When you and the other members have a meeting about a concert, what do you prioritize? This may go without saying, but we talk a lot about how to deliver a solid performance. Most importantly, since all 7 members need to work in perfect harmony, we discuss and think about that a lot. Exactly! I think about this when you have oh, damn it. Yoongi came out too. This fucking book. When solos are like, nah, people were not given enough time on stage. There's people who are prioritizing themselves over other members. And I'm like, shut up. They've talked about this ad nauseum. They know what they're doing. I guess it would be difficult to decide on a concert set list since you've released so many songs so far. Do you have any special criteria for this? As we want to show something new, we focus on new songs, and then those we haven't shown yet. We also choose songs that our fans really like. Since we have new songs for our new studio album in this tour, we have a lot of planning and choosing to do. Is there anything you learned from the Wings tour? I felt that I have to put more effort into maintaining good physical condition. Yeah, no injuries. It was not easy to do that when we were on tour for so long. It made me think I should eat well, at least during the tour. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to eat well when you're traveling. We all know that. Before starting the new tour, please tell us who or what you would like to compliment from the Wings tour. Jin. He was amazing on the Awake stage. His live singing skills and the stability of his performance were incredible. I could see that he was improving on each stage, so I wanted to compliment him. As for me, I hope I can manage my condition during this tour and finish well without getting hurt. Speaking of the tour name, how do you love yourself? How do I love myself? I haven't thought about it that much. Come to think of it, just sleeping, I guess. During tours, we fly on airplanes a lot and go to so many countries, it's hard to adjust to the time difference. Oftentimes, I don't sleep very well. I think I need to learn how to rest better during this tour. After all, good sleep leads to a better performance. Then when are you most stressed? As I said before, sleep is so important to me that I get stressed out when I don't get enough of it. Once I start thinking about a concern or worry, it's hard for me to stop. I'm still looking for a solution for this, a way I can get a good night's sleep. Poor baby. What do you expect from this tour? I hope that this tour will be an opportunity for many people to realize how BTS is talented and valuable, which means that we need to be extra prepared. When we are doing our best to prepare for the tour, so I hope we can finish all performances well. Please leave a message for the other members before the tour. They are all doing very well, so I don't have much to say. I think they can just keep doing what they're doing, just like they do now. We don't need to be too eager. As long as we wrap up the tour well this way, it'll be a great tour. And for the ARMY, that will be looking forward to the Love Yourself tour. We know that you are expecting so much from this tour, so we are trying to live up to that. I hope you come and have fun, because that really means the world to us. So please be there and enjoy our performance. I love him. No, don't fall out. Don't fall out. This is Jin. Oh, I forgot to look at their heights. Height 183. That means he's taller than Namjoon. Right ankle 22. Haven't people always said that Namjoon is the tallest? Looks like Jin's taller. Yoongi, by the way, was 174, and his right ankle was 21. And, yeah, see, Namjoon 181. Jin 183. Didn't we have, like, a BTS ARMY quiz for muster? Where we had to say who was the tallest member? And wasn't the correct answer on there Namjoon? Am I losing my mind? Does anybody remember what I'm talking about? Can someone explain to me the right ankle thing? I can't. I don't remember. Maybe Namjoon grew. Maybe he grew in a lot of ways. I don't remember. Like, people wanted to know what their right ankle circumference was for some fucking reason. I think we have to ask Twitter. Okay. What phrase touched you the most? Getting along with what you hate. This made me look back on myself. That is a very mature way of looking at life. I can't do that. I can't get along with what I hate. If I hate it, I hate it. Fuck off. Okay. Your new tour, Love Yourself, will start. What was the first thing that came to mind after the tour was scheduled? Recently, I saw Burn the Stage, which reminded me of good memories during the last tour. What kind of memories will we make this time, and where? How much more will our fans cheer for us? What kinds of fans will we meet in new places? I had all these thoughts running through my head. When I think of our tours, our fans' smiling faces come to mind. I really wanted to perform as soon as possible to see our fans. Jin had tall shoes on. Is there any moment or scene from the Wings tour that you remember the most? There are two. One is when the fans from outside Korea sang along and danced to all our songs from start to end. They were so passionately enjoying the show that I won't be able to forget them. The other is when we got some free time during our US leg of the tour and I got to hang out with our members. When you and the other members have a meeting about a concert, what do you prioritize? Recently, I realized that one of the most important things in delivering the best performance is good physical condition. In the past, I was okay even after doing all the group dances and tough performances. These days, however, I feel less so, even if I eat well and work out. I guess health and physical condition are most important. It's called getting old. You get old and everything slows down. Allie, maybe there's a contingent of right ankle fetishists. Maybe. Can someone ask Twitter about this? I remember I used to know what it was, but now I don't. Which is a shame. I guess it would be difficult to decide on a concert set list since you've released so many songs so far. Do you have any special criteria for this? I try to include songs that fans still respond to a lot, even if it's been a while since they were released. However, we have a number of new songs, so some of the old songs have to be left out. In that case, we create a medley for those or try to incorporate them in different ways. Yeah, and they do a really good job of that because they understand that we like the old stuff and we want to hear it even though we also want to hear the new stuff. No! The page is coming out. Fucking program book. Is there anything you learned from the Wings tour? During the tour last year, I took my guitar. I taught myself to play for about 2 months, but gave up for some reason. Turning over a new leaf, I'll bring my guitar on the tour. I will try harder this time so that I can improve my guitar skills. Did he bring it? I can't remember. Before starting the new tour, please tell us who you would like to compliment from the Wings tour. I would like to compliment Jimin. Once during the last tour, we were all exhausted due to physical and other various reasons. It must have been tough for him as well, but he reached out to the other members first and encouraged everyone with a smile. Aww. What would you compliment yourself for? What I complimented Jimin for. I think I was a bit better. I also tried to bring bright energy to our members. In fact, I think this applies to both Jimin and me, as well as all of our other members. We are all willing to help and care for each other. I know you're like a happy family. It's why I love you. Speaking of the tour name, how do you love yourself? No need to look anywhere else. I look in the mirror and praise myself. At the end of the day, I say, good job to my reflection in the mirror after taking a shower. In the morning, I encourage myself before going to work. It's good for improving my self-esteem as well. I love this man. Then when are you most stressed? If I don't eat, I get shaky hands and my condition drops rapidly. That's not even being hangry. That's like a medical condition. It's not simply about being more sensitive. So I try to eat as well as possible. Actually, people around me take good care of me, so it rarely happens. During tours, I also occasionally have Korean food when I can. What do you expect from this tour? This may sound cliche, but I hope it will remain a happy memory. There may be little unhappy moments in life, like when you lose something or when the food doesn't suit you, but I don't want that to happen on this tour. I hope this tour will be full of perfect happy memories, not just for us, but for our fans as well. Please leave a message for the other members before the tour. I feel like they're saying leave a voicemail. I'd like to say, let's make memories that we can laugh about. Good memories that we can have a blast talking about, not only during the tour, but even after it's over. Is this why they did Break the Silence on that rooftop place in Paris? Because they wanted to be able to have a chance to talk about their memories? That would be a them thing to do. I love that. And for the army that will be looking forward to the Love Yourself tour, we know very well that near and far there are fans who love us. So we are trying to hold concerts in as many places as we can to meet you guys. Please hang tight for just a bit more. I hope you can make good memories with us during this tour. Cute. Very cute. Damn it, this page came out too. I guess the glue in this book is finally kaput. After 4 years. Do you guys remember, what was it? It was something from the B album that was supposed to be detachable. Like, Tay specifically made it detachable. And when it came and it like, or maybe was it the Map of the Soul 7 album? Something was supposed to be detachable. And when it tore, I got really upset because I didn't want to take it out. And so I went and bought more copies of the album where it was intact so I would feel less bad. Like, I know you want me to detach it, but no. It's all got to stay together. Color on my tattoo seems brighter. I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting. Whee! Lighting is a special thing. I don't know how it works. J-Hope. Hobie is 177 centimeters tall and his right ankle is 21 centimeters. Good God, if you have an ankle fetish right now, you're having a field day. But that is not me. What phrase touched you the most? Where there is life, there is hope. It's true. I love it. I hate these fucking pages. I hate this book. I'm like trying to hold it in place. What was the first thing that came to mind after the tour was scheduled? The Wings tour last year was so much fun, so I kept wanting to go on another tour. Now that we're having another one and are in the process of planning the performances, I'm excited about starting on another long journey and meeting you guys. Most of all, I feel very happy and alive when singing on stage, so going on tour makes me so happy. It feels like I'm giving myself a big present. Can I show the picture? Did I not do that? Oh yeah, he looks so good here. His flower crown is like, I think second after Yoongi's in terms of best flower crown. Is there any moment or scene from the Wings tour that you remember the most? The Seoul concert that opened the Wings tour was the most memorable. It happened to be on my birthday. Starting the Wings tour on the very same day as my birthday meant a lot to me. Cute. When you and the other members have a meeting about a concert, what do you prioritize? Honestly speaking, I don't think my physical condition is like what it used to be before. Yep, that's all they think about you. You're getting older. But that doesn't mean we can't lower the... That doesn't mean we can lower the tension of the performance itself. So we need to plan more strategically and thoroughly. I believe all our members think the same. We really put a lot of effort in planning the show with our conditions and the overall tension of the concert in mind. I guess it would be difficult to decide on a set list. Do you have any special criteria for this? Now that we've got so many songs, I would love to include all the songs that our fans want, but it's just not possible. We are very sorry that we won't be able to perform all the good songs. We prioritize by picking the songs that match the theme and slogan of the show. For the songs not selected, we try to perform them through a medley. Yeah, and you know what? The songs that they chose for Love Yourself were very thematic and like they made a clear story throughout the show. I remember like just like loving the way they had structured the songs. And then when they came back and they did Speak Yourself, they switched it up and didn't really focus as much on like a kind of like a thematic theatrical performance and more on just like the whole festival thing of just like having a bunch of bangers that make everyone like go wild. And then literally Yoongi said that's exactly what they had tried to do. And I was like, makes sense. All the songs that maybe you had wanted to perform in Love Yourself and couldn't because it didn't fit the narrative, now you can. Is there anything you learned from the Wings tour? Since we stay overseas for a long time, we need to pack well. I'm thinking of packing as many things as possible in 2 suitcases. I like clothes, so I will need to pick good clothes to take with me, and also the bare minimum of devices I need for working on songs. I also want to enjoy some hobbies. We spend quite some time at the hotels, so it would be good to have some variety in the room, or I'll work out according to a set schedule. I'll take a tennis racket this time. I'll try my best to maintain good health and physical condition, so that I can deliver an even better performance. Very cute. Love Yourself tour also followed their difficult time, right? No. So Love Yourself tour was like August until end of October. And then I think they took a break, and then they were going to do Japan Love Yourself. And in between then is where the whole flare up with the t-shirt happened, and all of the like accusations of them being insensitive to Japanese people, to to Jewish people, to anyone who was a victim in World War II, and that whole thing that blew up in an insane way. All of it is pretty well documented in the White Paper Project, I think is what it's called, where a bunch of armies got together and they literally wrote an academic paper documenting what the issues were and how BTS weren't doing anything bad, because it really blew up. And part of it was because I think it was sparked by people in Japan who didn't want BTS to come and perform and succeed in Japan. So they were just trying to ruin their career. And because it was something so sensational, like, it blew up everywhere, all over the world, including America. But that's when that happened. And then I think, I can't remember. I think they did Japan, and then they took a break, and then Speak Yourself was announced. I may be missing something. Okay. I don't know. Anyone feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Before starting the new tour, please tell us who or what you would like to compliment from the Wings tour. All our members have grown so much during the tour and have improved on the things they wanted to improve on. So I want to compliment all of us. But if I had to choose only one person, it would be Jimin. He always studies and puts his best efforts in his performance, and I think it shows in results. His singing and stage manner has improved a lot, and his performance is more sophisticated now. There is a lot to learn from him. I have a difficult time to consider disbandment. Disbandment was... You know what they had in January of... When was Fourth Muster? The Happily Ever After. That I know it was in January. Was it in January of 2018 or January of 2019? I'll look this up. I gotta hold this goddamn book because the pages keep wanting to like fly away. I give up. Happily Ever After BTS Fourth Muster. It happened in January of 2018. Okay, January 2018 was when they considered disbandment, and December at Mama was where they talked about it. I think that's what it was. I think that sounds about right. Yeah. Okay, let me go back to holding the pages of this frickin' book. Speaking of the tour name, how do you love yourself? I think loving my life is how I love myself. I love my life now, where I can sing and I'm loved by so many fans. That makes me more proud of myself, and I feel like a cool person. I think the best way to love myself is to be satisfied with and thankful for my life. Then when are you most stressed? I'm most stressed when I don't sleep well, just like Yoongi. Like most other people, I can't function well if I don't get enough sleep. Some of the other members give up sleep for their hobby or work, but that's not possible for me. I can spend a day properly only after a good night's sleep. So I would say that lack of sleep is the most stressful thing for me. What do you expect from this tour? I hope this tour would be an opportunity for me to be grateful again for all the love and support I am receiving, as well as to love myself and my life even more. Yeah, it is a good answer, isn't it? Please leave a message at the beep for the other members. First of all, stay healthy. I hope we can all lead this tour Love Yourself in good conditions. Health is the best investment, because if you are not well, you can't really do what you were planning or wanted to do. Yes, we're still on J-Hope. That's why I wanted to say, stay healthy. Watching Burn the Stage, I realized how we have so many memories from the last tour. So I would also like to say, let's make good and happy memories and enjoy the moment. No, not Jimin yet. That comes next. And for the ARMY that will be looking forward to the Love Yourself tour, It will be an opportunity for us to sing new songs from the great album for our fans who will have been waiting and expecting so much. We would love to return your love through our performance. Please look forward to our great performance. We will make you proud of being a fan of BTS. Love you, love yourself, love myself, let's get it. He's so cute. I am turning this page as carefully as I can. This is Jimin, and I love his flower crown. He is 173.5 centimeters tall, and his ankle is 22 centimeters. The more you know. What phrase touched you the most? There are too many good phrases to pick only one. I think each has its own significance. That is a very Jimin answer, refusing to pick favorites. That's my boy. Your new tour, Love Yourself, will start, so what was the first thing that came to mind after the tour was scheduled? I thought that it's been too long since our last concert in December. So ever since the tour was scheduled, I've been thinking about how it couldn't start soon enough. When you and the other members have a meeting about a concert, what do you prioritize? I think it's always the same. How to satisfy our fans that have come to see our performance, and how we can make a perfect stage that we can be satisfied of. I think we talk about this the most. I guess it would be difficult to decide on a lot. Do you have any special criteria for concert set list? I'm tired of saying the same question. The most important thing is the flow. We can't pick just any song we want to. You can't get tired too soon or go too slow. There should be something big at the right moment. We consider timing, the mood, and our physical condition when it comes to deciding on a set list. Most importantly, it's about finding the right mix of the performances that our fans want to see and the performances that we would love to show anew. They are so involved in every single facet of their concert. And I don't think I even appreciated how much they're involved until I saw Bring the Soul, I think, the third docuseries, where they're trying to figure out how they want to do Speak Yourself the final in Seoul. I think that's what it was. And they were just like they filmed them discussing stage design and all this stuff and getting really technical, and I was just like, these people are so focused on their craft. Nobody else has any right to judge them for, or to decide that they're being trapped in some basement somewhere and not involved in anything. It's honestly insulting when they say stuff like that. No, don't come out. I hate this fucking book. Are you preparing any special performance for this tour? I want to show our new music. There are some performances we couldn't show during the Wings tour, so I can't wait to do those. For now, I just want to meet our fans. Is there any moment from Wings tour that you remember the most? I felt so sorry for the fans who came to see the show because my throat had been in a bad condition from the very beginning of the tour. It was a hard time for me because I kept wishing I'd had put on a better performance and had made no mistakes. But I finally realized towards the middle of the tour that I had been missing the precious chance to enjoy the stage with our fans and was instead too obsessed with not making mistakes. Yeah, you can see him go through the thought in the Burn the Stage docuseries. This realization helped me calm my mind. At the Macau concert, however, I had to sit on a chair on stage due to health issues. I really wanted to dance with the other members, though, so when I heard that I had to sit on a chair on stage, I insisted that I could dance. I remember being very upset at the time. Is there anything you learned from the Wings tour? No one knows when or how or unexpected things pop up, so even if we do our best to prepare for the tour, it won't be easy. Other than that, I've learned to have a certain kind of mindset. I also think I should never get injured. And the page ripped out. Fuck this book. Who or what would you like to compliment about the Wings tour? I want to compliment all our members. I feel it now more than I felt during the tour. I think we've all grown through the tour and have come to rely on each other more. I'm not saying that we are more mature or calm, but that we've come to reflect on ourselves more. Although it is important to improve our skills or performance, it is also essential to think about what is important for us. good. It's very true. I really think that this was like the tour where they first started to mature as artists. Like, the Wings tour was kind of like their adolescence, and this was when they actually like had a basis to think about what a concert should be like and what they wanted out of it, out of the experience, and where they wanted their career to go from that point forward. So it's just like you can see it reflected in their thoughtful responses. Speaking of the tour name, how do you love yourself? I think it's good to try to do something that gives you satisfaction. Find the things that you can say, I did a really good job. For me, those things are being on stage, dancing, and singing. So I feel like I love myself whenever I'm working hard or I'm putting on a good performance. I also think I can love myself through the time we meet our fans, through performances that I like. See, this that he says here, I think it applies to all of them. That's how artists think, right? They're happiest on stage and connecting with their fans. So in a pandemic where you literally can't have that, that's just literally, it's death. It's emotional and spiritual death. Like, that's so fucking hard to get through. When are you most stressed? I guess this stems from the previous question. I feel very satisfied after a successful performance so that I can compliment myself then. But if I didn't like my performance, I get stressed out. I guess that's what makes the satisfaction and joy that comes from a successful performance all the bigger. It must have felt like the bottom fell out of the world. Yeah, totally. Agree. What do you expect from this tour? I don't know. I really don't know. But we have always tried to put great significance in our tours, so we will give our best for every concert in every city this time as well. All I want is to make good memories with our fans that always cheer us on enthusiastically. Please leave a message for the other members. After last year's tour, I started to think that this year that we shouldn't burden ourselves too much during this tour. I see that our performance and concerts mean a lot to me as well as all the other members, but I don't want us to be too burdened or overwhelmed by that. I want us to really think about why we liked doing what we do, and most importantly, I hope no one gets injured. And message for ARMY. I think our ARMY is really amazing. They say, out of sight, out of mind, but our fans have always waited for us. True. I missed them a lot during our break. I have been looking forward to this tour even more. I am always thankful for those who have missed us and have waited for us as much as I have. We've poured all these feelings into preparing for the tour, so I hope you look forward to it a lot. Love you. He's so cute. I can see the shape of their, like, fundamental self. These ideas and principles and philosophies that have... I finally got current back. You got electricity? Good for you! I'm just reading through the Love Yourself program book with interviews from BTS. What I was saying is that, like, you can really just see, like, the start of their identity and their maturing selves and thoughts in here. And it's really cool because you can see how they've built on it to how they are now. But there's still so much of them that was formed during this time that influences who they are now. And here's our Taeyong. He looks like boyfriend material here. Height 179. His right ankle is 22 centimeters around. What phrase touched you the most? It's okay to go slower than others. What's more important is reaching the finish line. One of my friends sent me this phrase. I think this is very touching and meaningful. I wonder if this is their friend trying to reassure him about, like, you don't have to cheat or sell out or make those toxic quid pro quo relationships with people in the industry in order to get ahead. Like, you'll get there correctly. Especially considering Tae has said much later in live streams how they could have gone faster, but they chose to go slower and do it right and be principled about it. Oh no, you got a nationwide blackout? I'm sorry to hear that. That fucking sucks. But you made it just in time to come back to talk about BTS with us. Which is always top priority, right? Okay. What was the first thing that came to mind after the Love Yourself tour was scheduled? As our army will become... Oh, god damn it. This page is ripping as I hold it. As our army will be coming to see us for the first time, or after a long time, I want to make as many good memories with as many people as possible. I also thought that I want to show the army our performance as soon as possible. What do you prioritize for a concert? For now, it's pacing ourselves and not going too crazy. Since we have more than just one concert, I'm worried that if we get injured, we may not be able to perform together in the next show. So I keep telling our members to not get hurt. That must be so difficult to juggle, especially when in the heat of the moment, adrenaline running high, euphoria rushing through your veins, you just want to jump around and go crazy and like worry about your health later. But you can't. Isn't that like literally what they lecture Jungkook about in the beginning of Bring the Soul when they're in Japan? And they tell him, like, I know you're tired because you went too hard, but you can't go too hard. You have to make it look like you're going super hard, but still conserve your energy and your health. Do you put any special effort into maintaining good physical condition? Because I consider good physical condition and breathing important for performance, I work out and try different things for more comfortable breathing. Do you have any special criteria for deciding a set list? Once a concert set list is decided, I discuss a lot with the other members. Some are performed as decided, but if there are songs or performances we would especially like to show, we make our voices heard. While in the past, we were like, we should show everything we've got. Now we think more about the general flow of the stage performances. What do you think is the unique charm of world tours? The heat. I think seeing so many ARMY members in one place is special on its own. We don't really have a chance to meet such a big number of ARMY members outside of concerts. So during a performance, I'm thinking, we are making good memories with so many of our ARMY. Of course they miss ARMY. We're theirs. We're their people. We're their people like no one else is. Is there any moment or scene from the Wings tour that you remember the most? It's hard to pick only one because there are so many memories from the tour. I recently saw Burn the Stage and it reminded me of our performance in the US. What does he mean? That time that he was arguing with Jin at Prudential? Maybe it's because I had always dreamed of traveling to the US, but I couldn't believe that I was performing in Chicago, New York, and LA. It was so good to feel loved by so many people from different countries. Oh. I keep trying to scroll, even though I just have to do this. Where am I? Is there anything you learned from the Wings tour, or do you have something you want to try this tour? I said that I recently saw Burn the Stage. I realized I was wearing the same clothes over and over again. I didn't notice that. Did you guys notice that? I think you are the only person who ever focuses on the clothes that you're wearing. No one else. I thought maybe I should take more clothes even if it's a little heavy. If I have time during the tour, I would also love to go to museums. There are so many that I want to go to. I will try to visit every one of them. This is the tour. So I think it was during Love Yourself. They went to Texas and they performed at some venue where everybody was making, like, ARMY turned it into a meme and kept saying that, like, oh, the cockroaches are going to enjoy this concert, because it was, like, kind of like a old rundown stadium, and it was like smaller. So, oh, you haven't seen my tats? I got my BTS ARMY, got my hearts, and then I have the name of all the members on my fingers in fan chant order. And then we have Tiny Tan, an ARMY Bomb Special Edition, and a baby ARMY on my finger. I'm having a good time with these. I wish they would stay longer. I wish these weren't like one-day tattoos. Fort Worth, that's what it was. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so yeah, the memes that people made about like, oh, the rats and the cockroaches are gonna have such a good time at this concert. It's just gonna be BTS and the cockroaches. Why did I bring this up? Oh yeah, it was in Texas, I think, where Tay went to some photo gallery, not photo, like some art gallery of like this dude in Texas who was like, I think middle-aged, like later in life, and he had just decided that he was gonna quit his job and pick up art and painting. And was the stadium that bad? That's so rude. No, like it was like the Texan armies making fun of themselves. Like they took it in stride. Like and it wasn't a stadium, it was an arena. Like they were the ones who were making those jokes because they were like, I hope they like the cockroaches here or something. I'm bad at, rehashing these jokes. Maybe you can look it up on Twitter. But like they were having a good time. It was just really funny. And I think they were surprised that was the venue that had been chosen or something. But like Fort Worth armies weren't going to complain because they were like, we'll take it. It's right here. But yeah, I think it was there that Tay went to that art gallery for that like reborn artist and bought one of his paintings and posted about it on Twitter. And the guy, like, blew up. There were so many armies that were buying his art. He was so happy to be recognized and to be seen. And, like, he was really emotional. I used to follow him on Twitter, but I don't know what happened to him. But, yeah. I wonder if that was one of the places that Tay was like, oh, I want to go see. Apparently, Fort Worth was the smallest stadium in the U.S., and armies felt they were very close to BTS, and the concert felt a bit more intimate because of the size. I would imagine. Honestly, in hindsight, I was at Prudential. Prudential felt very intimate now. Like, I look back on it and I was like, that was such an intimate venue, especially compared to, like, MetLife. Like, when I went to MetLife, I just turned to my husband and I'm like, I miss the small, like, 20K armies that we were with when we were at Prudential. It was so intimate. Oh, I decorated my hands for this. I did because my hands are a hot mess and they're very ucky because the weather has like fucking winter has ruined all my nails. All my nails have fallen off. So I was like, let me make it nicer to see my hands on camera. I think I need to start at the top. I remember even K-Media went to interview the Texan painter after he blew up. Yeah, he got so much attention and he was so touched because I think it was that he had quit his job and like basically he was like, I had a midlife crisis and decided I needed to be a painter and nobody cared. I'm in this small Texan town and like I was like, what am I doing with my life? Like, am I doing this right? And then Tay's the one who noticed his art, and then so many armies online fell in love with like the rest of his art. What was it? It was like he had like primary color, like he liked to use a lot of primary colors, and it would just be like a square in one color and the rest of the canvas would be like a bigger square and it would be some other color. It was like something like that. It was like very abstract art. Or was it the faces? I don't remember exactly. I just remember that there was like so many army that were like, well, one, wanting to get closer to Tay, but two, there was so many army that were also like, this is my style of art. I want your stuff. And the artist was really happy and like really touched by all the attention. But yeah. Please compliment who or what would you like to compliment from the Wings tour? I would compliment Jin. As you may have seen in Burn the Stage, I had some trouble with Jin on a certain dance part. Yeah. When it comes to our performances, all our members pay attention to the littlest of details, and we get more sensitive, especially during tours. Understandable. You're an artist. In any case, we all want to make our performances better. I thought it was cool that Jin had such passion for our performance. What would you compliment yourself for? For growing so much through the stigma stage. A lot of people also told me my performance improved. I had my first performance of Stigma at the Seoul concert. My throat wasn't at its best, and I felt really bad for making so many mistakes. But I am so proud of myself for finishing the tour in a perfect way. Aw, good for him. How do you love yourself? Meeting lots of people who love me makes me like myself more. Whenever I meet fans, friends, our members, and family, I feel proud of myself, and I love myself more thanks to the great love from them. Then when are you most stressed? This may be too obvious, but it's hard for me when someone wakes me up from my sleep. Yeah, we know that. I need some time to fully wake up, and I find that moment of waking up stressful. Do you guys know that meme of, like, the little kitten that, like, looks really stressed out, and it says, like, me processing the trauma of waking up? That's me every day, too. What do you expect from this tour? I hope this tour will be an opportunity for me to grow as a singer. I want to be recognized by more people through this tour, which means I need to work harder. I'll do my best to show our army a great performance, so I hope they remember this tour as a good performance. Please leave a message at the beep for the other members. I want to say, I hope that we happily finish this tour without anyone getting injured. Putting on a good performance is important, but not getting hurt is the most important. I'm really looking forward to finishing the tour well and having a team dinner together. I think this is the fact that more than one of them have said this now, the whole group dinner and sharing memories, is I think why they were all like, okay, well, we have to do our like docu-movie for Love Yourself and at like a dinner place in Paris. I think this is how it was inspired. And a message for ARMY. Some ARMY members will be new to our concerts, while others have joined us in the past. I'll be there soon, so please hang tight and look forward to seeing our new performance and new looks. Thank you for always loving us. I wanted to show you, literally every page I've turned has fallen out. So fucking annoying. It's like adding insult to injury. Like, oh, you want to read this? Well, fuck you, snap. Watch this one break too. Alright, Jungkook. Height of 178 centimeters, and his right ankle is 23 centimeters. I do believe he has the thickest ankle of all of them. I don't know why this information is relevant, but now we know it. Let me just double check. Okay, Jimin 22, Tae 22, Hobie 21, Jin 22, Yoongi 21, Namjoon 23. Namjoon and Tae have the thickest ankles. Take that to the bank. Okay. You know what they say about thick ankles? Yeah, thick socks. I don't know. I don't know. What phrase touched you the most? It's better to live than to... The fucking page ripped out again. I hate this book so much. I did not expect this to be so frustrating to read while the book crumbles into pieces as I'm holding it. Hang on. Okay. What phrase touched you the most? It's better to die than to live without passion. It's okay if you fail. So whatever it is, try it with passion. That's that phrase that he said in the elevator with them, right? And they were like, okay, I guess you're dying. Because they're funny. Your new tour, what is the first thing that came to mind after the tour was scheduled? That I can't wait to meet our fans, that I want to be on stage as soon as possible. Even when I was tired and exhausted, I felt so happy on stage. One of the most lasting and memorable things for me is putting on a concert. There are so many good memories that I have of past tours. Is there any moment or scene from the Wings tour that you remember the most? One of the most memorable scenes was when we rode in a balloon to be closer to the fans on the encore stage. Oh, you mean when Tae was shouting, "You're ours, you belong to us"? But to be honest, there are too many good memories to choose only one. Of course, there were difficult times, but they came with much more happiness. In the end, it's the happy memories that remain. True. Do you put any special effort into maintaining good physical condition? As you all may know, I love exercising, so I work out constantly. I'm trying to be stronger and healthier so that I can give a great performance during this tour. What do you prioritize for a concert? Since I wanted to show that we've improved from the Wings tour, I only thought about how to hone our performance on stage and make it better. Are there any special criteria for prioritizing a set list? First of all, we try to showcase as many new songs as possible. We want to show you something new. Then we try to include songs that fans wanted to see performed, but we didn't have a chance to show before, and songs that are our fans' all-time favorites. What do you think they think is ARMY's all-time favorite song? I want to say it might be Fire. And I don't think they'd be wrong. It's the dance break from Fire. Like, I will never get enough of it. I've never seen anything like it, and it's still just like, it's like crack to watch them dance really fast in place, even though I know it's probably very hard. What do you think is the unique charm of world tours? Even after a tour has ended, I really can't stop thinking about it. The moment we were getting on a plane, the moment we were moving in the city, the moment we met our ARMY at each venue. I do cherish all those moments. There is a distinct feeling that comes with a tour. I don't know how to put it into words. It makes sense. It's like, it's something that's larger than you, larger than life. It's a force that goes onward, and it's connecting with so many people. It's working with so many people. It's presenting such a deep part of yourself on a massive stage. All of that comes together into something that you cannot describe to someone unless they were in your shoes. And no one has ever been in BTS's shoes before. They are unique in that. Is there anything you learned from the Wings tour? I had so many things I wanted to do, so I packed quite a lot and had to carry everything around during the tour. I should have gotten more sleep or spent more time relaxing at the hotel after the concert, but I spent most of the time doing all the stuff I had brought with me. So I'm thinking of packing as little as possible for this tour. So literally, he's the exact opposite of the rest of them. They were all saying like, oh, I should have done more. I'm going to do more this time. And he's like, I don't want to do anything. I did too much last time. I was too tired. You must have a lot of pressure physically as well as emotionally during tours. How do you overcome such difficulties? Honestly, I think mind control is the only answer. I think he means mental discipline. Mind control. Hypnosis. Everyone gets tired at some point, and especially after a long tour, you can't help but be exhausted. That's when you need mind control to handle emotional issues. There are some countries where we've never had a concert before, and because what we do there is our fans' first impression of us, I focus on mind control to keep up a steady condition for all performances. That's a great translation, but I don't think it's right. Mental discipline. Before starting the new tour, please tell us who or what you would like to compliment from the Wings tour. I really would like to compliment all our members. When it comes to performances, we all want to try hard, so I can see that each of us has improved a lot. We've improved our live performances, not only through practice, but through doing concerts as well. We've all improved through the Wings tour, and I'd like to compliment us on that. Speaking of that, how do you love yourself? I still don't know how to love myself. I think I'm still in the process of finding the way to love myself and be happier. So I think the message of love yourself can also apply to me. I'm hoping to find the way through this tour. I would love for them to get asked this question now, years later. How do you love yourself these days? Has it changed? Has your understanding of how to love yourself changed since you last answered this question in 2018? Or is it still the same? Then when are you most stressed? Sleeping? The 24-hour day is too short. A day is short, but I need to sleep a lot. I wish I could function on less sleep. I want to sleep a lot, but when I actually try to go to bed, I can't fall asleep for a while. Relatable. I guess that's because there's a lot that I want to do. Anyway, I wish I would sleep less. I love the juxtaposition of his answer with Yoongi and Hobie, where both of them were like, I want to sleep. I love sleeping. Sleeping is the best. And he's like, and JK's just like, I got shit to do. No more sleep. I think in Burn the Stage, Jimin is like similar. He's like, I wish I was a vampire that didn't need to sleep. I like staying up until 5 or 6 in the morning. Oh, they're so different. It's so funny. What do you expect from this tour? Nothing too different from last year's tour, I guess. Fans love us for a number of reasons, and since I am very aware that many people find comfort through what we do, I hope our performance during the tour can cheer up our fans and make them happy. That would make us happy as well. I wish we can give back even more joy and warmth than what we've received from our fans. Please leave a message after the beep to the other members. What's most important is not getting injured. I hope we can finish the tour without getting hurt. I also want to encourage our members to not take our performance for granted and to do our absolute best on every stage to make it an enjoyable performance as always. End message for ARMY. Don't move. I am so looking forward to seeing you guys at the concert. I hope that we can double the excitement of last year's The Wings tour and make this year's tour even more enjoyable. We'll put our all in preparing for the remaining time so that we can show you the best performance. So hang tight for a little bit more and we won't let you down. Let's enjoy this together. Love you. I love them. Now that I've mutilated every single page in the book. Alright, the rest of the book, funnily enough, is not in English. Well, it is in the end. But now I don't want to go through it. I don't want to rip out every single page from this stupid book. I'm so annoyed by this. Look at this. Okay. The next section actually is them like doing a profile. Which I actually have. So, like, they did this profile in the book, which I don't want to open the page to because it's gonna fucking break the whole book. And, it's all in Korean, so it's really annoying. But I did find it on the Amino app. Take to book publishing place will resale. Where the fuck is a book publishing place? How do I find that? Can I Google book publishing place? Anyway, I did find a translation for it for 2 of them. Only 2 of the 7 members on the Amino app. So I can just show it to you and we can look at these together. If you guys know where the rest of them are translated, let me know. Otherwise, I can only show you 2. And it's on this godforsaken app. How many of you guys use the Amino app? I remember in 2018, every like YouTuber, especially every K-pop YouTuber, were trying to promote this app because they were probably getting paid to do it. I hate this app. I think it's so badly designed. There's so many ads everywhere. It's so horrible. Yeah, it gives you a headache. Yeah, it gives me a fucking headache too. But sometimes the information you need is on here, and I'm just like, I hate that I have to use you. What? SB, are you the only one who likes the amino app? I mean, like, there's useful information on there, but going there, it makes me so pissy. I don't have a username on there. I refuse to use that app. I'm just in here. I'm Googling it. Like, this came in from Google. Love-hate relationship. Yes, mostly hate for me. But anyway, let's just look at these two profiles. Also, because my throat's starting to hurt from talking nonstop. So, basically, each member of BTS had to fill out a profile of, like, I don't know, it was like a self-evaluation. So, first one up here is Yoongi. And they had to rate themselves on their ability to use merch and their ability to pack their belongings. And Yoongi was like, okay, I can use the merch. I'm really good at that. I can't pack for shit. No context. This is just literally what they're saying. He also said his level was 39. Yeah, they got to pick their own level, but there was no, like, context for it. So they all picked random numbers. So, ability you're most confident in. Ability to use merch. Reason being, everything I wear is merch. Lowest ability. Ability to pack belongings. Reason being, not only do I travel without many belongings, I lose things regularly. At least you can admit it. Okay. So then they had to do... I didn't think I need to scroll here. They had to do one of those, like... what do you call them? Like... What are these called? Like spider maps? Spiderweb maps? Where you rate your... how good you are at each of the qualities along the line, and then you make a weird shape out of it. They're very popular in, like, Korea, or they were back then. They were in, like, the web comics that I was reading. So he said his, let's see, what's that one? I really hate this thing. Okay, so the first one is here. He rated himself pretty highly on the ability to say concert comments. The killing point in talk time. Gem-like comments. So he's really proud of himself. As for ability to use merch, he's top tier. Use of merch on stage and in daily life. Ability to pack belongings, he scored himself very low. Packing belongings without forgetting things within the long period of tour. Then there's like your ability to release endorphins is down here. He didn't even rate himself on it. Or, like, he just kind of, like, skipped it. And he wrote, releasing energy in the process of running around to different corners on stage. Okay. They always get these, like, exercises to do without instruction. And all of them, like, react differently to it. But I guess that's part of the comedy. And then over here, ability to adapt to local environment. He put himself kind of low. The amount of adaptation in regards to time difference food. So I guess he doesn't like dealing with jet lag and foreign food, but who does? And then the last one is ability to showcase charm. He rated himself pretty lowly on that. And he said, the overflowing showcase of charm on stage. So that's his shape here. And then the only other one I have here that they translated is Jimin. And his level is 90,000. I don't know why. It just is. That's his level. So the ability he's most confident in is ability to showcase charm. Reason being, I am a ball of charm because I was always this way. And his lowest ability is his ability to pack belongings because, shall I say, the problem is that I can't be bothered enough. Cute. And then on his map, on ability to say concert comments, he scored himself pretty low. Ability to use merch, he rated himself very low. Ability to pack belongings, very low. Ability to release endorphins on stage in the process of running around. He rated himself pretty highly on that. So he's good at like hyping up the crowd. In terms of adapting to local environment, he's pretty good at it. He's slightly above average. And ability to showcase charm, he's very fucking confident in that. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Cutie, sexy, lovely, indeed. So yeah, so those are the only two on here. Yeah, those are the only two that they had translated here. So anyway, I think that's that. I'm just gonna admire my tattoos again because I'm very pleased by these. Too bad that they're gonna wash off tomorrow. Thank you guys for all your suggestions on where to put them, because this was just fun. I don't know. Okay, so that's it. That's basically what I wanted to talk with you guys about today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Yeah, so I mean, takeaways from today is that I'm never opening this program book ever again because it's gonna rip. It was also just really nice to like look through their old comments and see like you can like really like feel through their words the maturity level and like them getting more mature now, and like how this was the like beginnings of them being more introspective and thoughtful about their careers and what they wanted for themselves in terms of performing and in terms of how they wanted to connect with fans and in terms of like how they wanted to be happy. And if you also think about it, if this came after their wanting to disband in the beginning of 2018, then this is them really taking the time to think about what they needed to do to make themselves happy and to make their career sustainable. So it's very cute. It's very touching to be able to have this like snapshot in time. But yeah, so that is it. Thank you for my awesome looks. When you achieve everything you wanted, what do you aim for next? Exactly. Especially when there's no guidebook after you explode so much in the world, when all of your peers had kind of not. But yeah, so just a reminder, on Friday I am having my Army Guest Night with Brian Rowley, where I'm going to talk about everything music and music industry related that I can think of and just get to know the guy. That is going to be happening probably kind of similar to when this started, but probably a little bit closer to like 8:15 or 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, so I would love for you guys to be able to tune in, bring your questions. If you want to send me questions ahead of time for things you want me to ask him, please feel free to do that. You can just tweet them at me, or you can DM them to me. Yeah, I'll do my best to see them in one of those two ways. Or you can tweet at Armyverse. I'll see that there too. So that is happening on Friday, like I said, and then I will poke around and see what other guests I can get for our Army Guest Night. But yeah, so that is it. That is all I have to say. Oh, will I be doing financials? Yes, but they're not, the audited ones are not out yet, right? When the audited ones come out, which hopefully should be sometime this month, I hope, I will do a live and I will look through them. It will be very nerdy. I will do my best to make it fun. I will do my best to make it understandable. At the end of the day, finance is just the conclusion of a business. Like, we made money or we lost money, and all of the interesting stuff is in the details. So we'll see how much we can figure out. Maybe I'll even play their, what do you call it? They have usually an earnings call where they literally talk about their results and what they're doing. And they talk in both Korean and English. So we could listen to that together and, discuss it whenever they post it, which I'm hoping will be sometime this month. Usually when you have to audit a whole year's financials, it takes longer. So it might roll into March. Who knows? We'll find out. In any case, if any of you see that that they've announced that they're posting it, let me know, because I'm bad at tracking all of that. But yeah, So that being said, thank you again for spending time with me, and I will see you next time. Mwah! See you on Friday. Bye bye.